Welcome to the art of creative learning.
If you do not have a 360-degree camera or your client doesn't, you can still absolutely build 360-degree landscapes. I found this nifty tool that I'm pretty sure is for game users, but definitely can be used for our needs in instructional design. So you're going to head over to skybox.blockadelabs.com. And once you're here, you will need to sign up for, it'll still let you render, but in order to download, you will need to sign up for an account. So you can sign up for free, and then it just limits you get very little renders and you get very little downloads with the free. And I think it's even watermarked the image at the bottom. So you can always work with that if you just want to test it and play around. I will tell you that their subscription for monthly, it's very affordable. It's like $13, I want to say, a month, give or take. And you can cancel at any time. So if I'm working on a bunch of projects or just a few projects, I can sit here and play with it and get the items that I need. And then I cancel it when I don't have plans to use it, and then I reactivate. So I've never had an issue. It's all online. I don't have to call anybody. And it's literally just like go move back down to the freebie account or move up to the paid account, and I pay as I go for the months. Now, I have been using it quite frequently, so for the last few months I've actually kept it, but when I first found it, I did like off and on and off and on. So don't worry about that, and it's easy to switch back and forth. So once you get your free account, if you just want to test it, you are going to go up here to your little icon, your little, I guess, profile button, and you're going to hit Skybox AI. Now, there is so much more that can be done with this program than I actually just use it for. I know that you can like draw out your set. So if you have something super specific in mind, I have not actually done those things. I've just kind of seen some videos on it, and that looks really neat. I just haven't had time to play with it. But for our purposes today, you're going to come down to the prompt box down here, and we're just going to type interior, office, computers, desks, chairs, corporate office setting. Okay, so obviously you would tailor this to the specific project you're working on, and you can just type in like what you're looking to find, whether it's interior, exterior, or and then down here, there is an enhance your prompt. I don't think I could use this when I had the freebie account. I just can't remember offhand. But what this does is it adds language around my prompt. And then you can also add negative text in here. So negative is like, it's not going to show people or characters, or so these are all things it's going to avoid putting in the image. So you can customize that. And if you come over here to this drop-down menu, this will show you the type of art style. So depending on what you want, maybe this would work for you. But for my audience, I'm trying to go a little more realistic. So we're going to come back. You can do Model 3 Realistic. I think for the one that we'll be using a little bit later, I did the Ultra High Def render. And then you can hit Generate. And it's going to automatically enhance my prompt. See, there it goes. Sleek, modern corporate office with rows of gleaming computers, immaculate desks, ergonomic chairs. And for us in lighting, that sounds like an office, yes. So it enhanced my prompt, and you can see this little green progression bar here, and it will just kind of finish up, and it will load our image. And you can see up here in the corner here, it'll tell you how many renders that you're allowed and then how many you have left. And as you render, it'll deduct. Okay, this isn't bad. And yeah, depending on what you're looking at, and each time you get a render, you're going to get something completely different. So even if we were to do this in person as a class, like each person is going to get something different. So you can kind of generate again, just kind of see what you get. And know that all your generations are tied to your profile. So you can, generate a few and then maybe you end up going back and being like, man, I really like the one from that I generated 2 ago. I should just go with that one. You can absolutely do that. All you have to do is click on your profile here, which after this renders, I will show you, and it'll go and show you all your renders. So once this is done here, almost done. It's thinking. There we go. Okay. So maybe you want color on the wall. Maybe, you want it in an office instead of what appears to be a desert. But you can see here that the possibilities are endless with AI, and you get different things every time. But so if we wanted to download this one, all we would have to do is come over here to download, choose the type of file that you want to download. Generally, I would pick PNG over JPEG. I'm going to cancel this because I do not want to download it, but that is all you would do and it'll download. If you want to go back to any of your generations, all you have to do is click your little icon there. It'll take you to like your dashboard. This is also where you can manage and cancel your membership. And just so you know, Skybox has not endorsed me one little bit. This is just a program that I am using and really like. So they have not, this advertisement is not paid by them. So yes, you can come down here, and this is the render that I actually pre-did for this tutorial. So we will come in here and you've got little cubicles, little desks, and you will find this in the source files for the working files that are downloadable. The link will be in the description. So once we'll get out of here, we are going to head over to Photoshop. So let me. You do not have to fear Photoshop for those of you who are not experts. You don't have to be. So it's very super simple. In the download folder, you will see the 360-degree office security concerns OG. That's the one I have up, the original. And there will be another one that I cannot remember off the top of my head. It's like final. But we want the OG to edit. The other one will be ones with edits that I already made for the next steps in the tutorial so that we all are looking at the same thing. Feel free to do your own, but just for consistency and not everybody having access to Photoshop or this or that, I still wanted them to be able to try this. Okay, so within this image, we're going to pretend that the 360-degree interaction that we are making is information security. So things like having your computer unlocked at work, things that are pretty standard within an office building. Generally, they don't allow you to use external hard drives or flash drives, and then, not having confidential papers left out. A lot of them have gone 100% digital and they don't allow actual physical papers at all. But, for this hypothetical situation, we're going to add some of these things in. So let's just say we wanted to add a flash drive over here. We're going to deselect. We're going to come over here to my lasso tool, and I'm just going to kind of circle the area that I want my flash drive to be added in. And so much of this used to take me so long to do, but all these new AI tools just, they're so much fun and so fast. So we're going to come in here and we're going to click generate, and I'm going to type flash drive and come over here and hit generate. When it generates, it will do 3 variations at a time, but you're not limited to that. So that's a gigantic flash drive. And then we still have a really big one there. If we wanted to generate more, we could come over here. I think the circle that I did is just too big, so we might have to go back and change that. Yeah, it's like trying to fill up the circle. That's okay. Let's go ahead and just delete this layer because, if you wanted to make it big, you absolutely could. Yes, delete. Yes. You absolutely could fill up that circle, but for like sizing comparability to the other items within the office, those were just too big. So let's kind of make it smaller. I think that's a little bit smaller. If not, we'll try again. Flash drive. That's a little bit better. And these are so weird. They have like things coming out both sides. That's AI for you. Doesn't have to be perfect necessarily. We'll give it another try and see what it comes up with. There we go. Like, this is the one I want. Come on. There we go. That's the one I'm gonna do. You could still mess around with this if you wanted to make that a little bit smaller, but for this, we're gonna keep going. And over here, I wanna put some confidential papers. So we are just gonna do papers. And if you notice, I didn't click the generate fill over here. It came over here automatically. So we're gonna generate there. So there's always multiple options that will give you the same results. And that's too many papers. Maybe I made the circle too big on this too. Let's see. Oh, having issues with my mouse. There we go. Still too many. And sometimes you'll have to adjust your prompt just like you would with the other one. We'll leave it like that for now. And you can see those images were not in here before. I am always a big believer in leaving your original alone or just saving this as a Photoshop file. So that way the layers are all stationed. But to export this, you're going to come over here to export and then export as. And you can change the file type up here, but I'm going to leave it PNG. And once you export it again, it'll prompt you for where you want to save it. So once you do that, then it'll be time to actually bring it into Storyline. So I'll see you in the next video.
The art of creative learning, your e-learning lifeline.